There are mornings when everything goes perfectly. You wake up before your alarm clock goes off. Your morning jog feels like playtime. The coffee tastes better than usual. And on your way to the office, there's only a little bit of traffic. When you sit down to start work, you feel you can conquer the world. But not every morning goes like that. Although you can't prevent every unfortunate situation in the morning, according to Stoic philosophy, there are things you can do to encourage your mornings to go in that direction, helping you make the most of the rest of your day. Let Marcus Aurelius, one of the great souls of Stoicism, guide you. When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love. This is not only a reminder of the immutable value of life, but also the key to unlocking the door to morning habits, turning them into a solid foundation for a day full of energy and meaning. In today's video, we're not just looking for 7 things you should do every morning to improve your new day. We're also embarking on a spiritual journey through the lens of Stoicism to discover how each morning awakening is not just the start of a new day, but also the first step on the path to mastering yourself and the world around you. Join us in the quiet of dawn to explore and apply these invaluable lessons to your daily life. Number 1. Embrace discomfort. In the journey to find true peace and happiness, Stoic philosophy brings us a valuable lesson. Embrace discomfort. This seems contrary to human nature, as we often avoid difficulties and seek comfort. However, it is through accepting and overcoming challenges that we open the door to profound personal growth and a meaningful life. Life is not always rosy. Challenges and difficulties are inevitable, but the way we respond to them determines the value of our lives. Marcus Aurelius, one of the greatest Stoic philosophers, once said, "If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your own estimate of it, and this you have the power to revoke at any moment." So, how do we embrace discomfort? Start with the smallest things. Put yourself in uncomfortable situations every day, possibly starting with a cold shower in the morning. Ask yourself, how do you feel about doing this? The initial discomfort will quickly turn into strength when you realize that you can overcome it. Next, seek discomfort in your work. Challenge yourself with new projects, or take on tasks outside of your comfort zone. Each step beyond your self-imposed limits is a step forward in personal development. Lastly, live slowly and accept waiting. In the age of technology, patience becomes rare. Try to stop using your phone for a certain period each day, accepting the discomfort of not being continuously updated. A classic example of applying Stoic philosophy to face and leverage discomfort is the habit of daily exercise. Initially, this can cause fatigue, soreness, and even boredom. However, once you persist, you not only feel healthier physically, but also develop willpower and patience. you start to realize that discomfort is not something to avoid, but an opportunity to become stronger. Stoic philosophy is not just lofty teachings, but practical life principles that we can apply daily, helping us grow and mature. When we learn to embrace discomfort, we not only become stronger personally, but also gain the ability to adapt and overcome any difficulty in life. This is the start of a new, meaningful, and empowering day. Your perspective is very valuable to us. Have you ever accepted a challenge that initially seemed insurmountable? What did discomfort teach you? Please leave your answer in the comments section below this video. Number 2. Reflect on the transient nature of life. In the peaceful moment of the morning, when the first rays of the sun begin to gild the tips of the grass, there is an action that each of us should undertake to reflect on the finiteness of life. This is not an exercise in optimism or pessimism, but a powerful reminder to live a meaningful life, to cherish every present moment, and to focus on what truly matters. Marcus Aurelius, one of the greatest Stoic philosopher emperors, once wrote, "When you wake up in the morning, tell yourself, the people I deal with today will be meddling, ungrateful, arrogant, dishonest, jealous, and surly. They are like this because they can't tell good from evil. But I have seen the beauty of good and the ugliness of evil, and have recognized that the wrongdoer has a nature related to my own, not of the same blood and birth, but the same mind, and possessing a share of the divine. And so none of them can hurt me." Looking at the richness and diversity of life around us, we often forget that each morning is a gift. A gift that not only offers the chance to carry out our daily tasks, but also the opportunity to reflect on the ever-changing nature of life. Life, with all its beauty and challenges, is a series of temporary events, and it is this realization that gives us the strength to live a meaningful life. Imagine a wildflower by the roadside in the early morning light. It does not know how long it will live, but it still blooms and brings beauty to the world. This flower is a symbol of living fully in each moment, without fear of the future or regret of the past. And we, with our natural human instincts, should also learn this lesson. Have you ever stopped to appreciate the beauty of a small moment, like the wildflower, and realized the value of living in the present? Reflecting on the finiteness of life helps us not only to appreciate what we have, but also encourages us to focus on what truly has meaning. It's not the material achievements or fame, but the relationships, experiences, and personal growth that truly matter. Starting each day by contemplating the finiteness of life is not only a way to honor each new day, but also a reminder to live purposefully. Asking yourself questions every morning like, how do I want to live today? And what matters to me on this day? Can help guide you towards a more meaningful life, one where each action and decision is informed by deep values and principles. Morning reflection is not just part of planning for the new day. but also a way to remind ourselves to embrace our own present space and time. We are often so busy with daily life that we forget each moment has its value and significance. By taking time to reflect on the constant flux of life, we begin to see value in the small things, the challenging moments that we might take for granted. In the moment of dawn, as the first light of the new day creeps through the window, we stand at the threshold of new possibilities. Life, with its myriad challenges and joys, can sometimes disorient us, making us forget our true nature. In such times, Stoic philosophy helps us find peace within and the strength to face challenges. This is not just an intellectual exercise each morning. It is a reminder of the value of living, a symphony of the soul that reminds us of our inner strength and the ability to control our lives. Let us begin each day's journey by embracing the teachings of Stoic philosophy, so that each step is not only in search of happiness, but also in building a meaningful life, steadfast amid the everyday storms. Number 3. Revisit Stoic teachings. When starting a new day, reviewing Stoic teachings is not just a good habit, but also a key to unlocking the door to wisdom and inner peace. So, the question arises, why do we, the followers of Stoicism, consider this to be so essential? In everyday life, we are often caught in the whirlwind of work, relationships, and endless worries. Sometimes, we lose focus on what's truly important, the basic life principles that Stoicism has taught us. Marcus Aurelius, one of the greatest Stoic philosophers, once said, "Begin the morning by saying to thyself, I shall meet with the busybody, the ungrateful, arrogant, deceitful, envious, unsocial." Through his words, we are reminded that being aware and prepared for daily challenges is the first step to living a happy and meaningful life. Reviewing Stoic teachings every morning not only helps us remember important lessons, but also creates a space for self-reflection. Ask yourself, how have you applied these lessons to your life? Have you ever stopped to realize that you have acted in a way that an ideal Stoic would? Consider an example from your daily life where you can apply Stoic teachings on accepting what you cannot change. Suppose you are on your way to an important meeting and get stuck in severe traffic congestion. You feel anxious and frustrated, fearing that being late could negatively impact your career opportunities. In such a situation, a non-Stoic might react with annoyance, anger, or worry, which only adds to the stress without solving the problem. In contrast, a Stoic realizes that being stuck in traffic is beyond their control. Instead of complaining, they choose to accept the situation calmly, recognizing that frustration solves nothing and only drains their energy. Instead, they use the time to do something productive, like listening to a health topic podcast they've been interested in, practicing deep breathing, or even planning for the next day. They accept the circumstances without letting it disturb their inner peace. This not only helps them maintain calm, but also allows them to think clearly and focus on actionable steps to minimize the negative impact of being late. This is just one example of how to apply Stoic teachings in a situation that any of us might experience. Through this example, we see that accepting what we cannot control is not a sign of giving up or helplessness, but a conscious choice to maintain peace and continue moving forward positively and purposefully. By reviewing Stoic lessons daily, we not only nurture our souls, but also build a strong fortress against life's fluctuations. Let Stoic philosophy guide you through each day, helping you live a full, content, and meaningful life. We're curious to know. Share your thoughts or personal experiences with Stoic teachings in everyday life. How have you applied them? Has any lesson from Stoicism truly changed the way you view and face challenges? Let's share so we can learn and grow together. Number 4. Journal your thoughts. When dawn embraces the sky, dispelling the thick cloak of night, Marcus Aurelius, the great philosopher of Stoicism, left the world not only lessons on management and leadership, but also the art of soul governance through his powerful journal entries. In Meditations, he opens his heart, sharing not just about noble life philosophies, courage, and justice, but also about the journey of self-dialogue, self-exploration, and introspection on each written page. This is where he discovers himself, the truths of life, and how he stands firm amidst turmoil. In the Stoic lifestyle, journaling is not merely a means to record daily events, but a technique for reflection, a tool for self-assessment and self-improvement. Through writing, we not only question our daily actions and thoughts, but also learn to accept, confront, and overcome difficulties, fears, and anxieties. A journal does not need to be lavish or elaborate, but must be a space where you feel free to express yourself without fear of judgment. Whether you choose a simple hardcover notebook or an intricately handmade journal, the important thing is that it reflects your spirit. It is a place where you can pour out your thoughts without hesitation. The space for journaling needs to be quiet and comfortable, where you can immerse in your thoughts without distraction. Whether it's a work corner, a coffee table, or somewhere amidst nature, what matters is that it helps you deeply connect with yourself. The habit of daily journaling is like nurturing a garden of the soul. It requires patience, diligence, and perseverance. Set aside at least a few minutes each day to write, not just to record, but to engage in a process of self-discovery and personal growth. In the daily hustle, gratitude is the lighthouse illuminating the path of the soul. Writing about what you are thankful for each day not only boosts your spirit, but also expands your heart, helping you view the world from a positive and meaningful perspective. Marcus Aurelius used his journal as a means for self-questioning and self-reflection. This practice helped him not only address current issues, but also build a solid foundation for personal growth. We, the inheritors of Stoic philosophy, can apply this method to achieve mental freedom and inner peace. Lastly, remember that journaling is not just a habit, but a journey of self-discovery and self-improvement. Embark on this journey with the courage to face yourself, the bravery to change, and a grateful heart to love. Each day, when you open your journal, remember that you are not just writing on pages, but crafting your life. If you find value in these insights, leave a like as a sign of support, helping us create more meaningful content. If you feel these thoughts could touch someone's heart or mind, don't hesitate to share this video. Let's spread the values of Stoic philosophy together and help everyone build a meaningful and autonomous life. Surely, we've all faced life's challenges and storms. But have you ever wondered how we can not only overcome them, but also learn to embrace everything with love and gratitude? How to turn each morning wake-up not just into a new start, but a step forward in the quest for self-discovery and true happiness. Today, let's explore one of the core principles of Stoic philosophy, teaching us how to love and accept all life's twists, making every moment, whether happy or sad, an indispensable part of the tapestry of our lives. Number 5. Practice amor fati. Amor fati, a famous concept in Stoic philosophy, is not just advice, but also an invitation to fully accept and love every aspect of life. This concept, when practiced every morning, turns each day into an opportunity to reaffirm our beliefs and attitudes. When we begin our day by reflecting on amor fati, we are not simply accepting our fate. We are inviting a profound transformation in the way we view and interact with the world. Every event, whether happy or sad, becomes an important part of the personal journey and deserves to be embraced and appreciated. But how can amor fati become an integral part of your morning? Marcus Aurelius, one of the typical representatives of Stoicism, lived by this principle. In Meditations, he wrote, "Accept the things to which fate binds you, and love the people with whom fate brings you together, but do so with all your heart." These words not only express acceptance, but are also a strong encouragement for us to seek integration with our destiny, turning each experience into a lesson and an opportunity. Start your day by reflecting on the things you accept without feeling uncomfortable or wanting to change. You can do this while practicing meditation, journaling, or simply in quiet moments while drinking your morning cup of coffee. Each of these moments of acceptance not only reduces stress and anxiety, but also increases feelings of gratitude and happiness. When you practice amor fati, you not only connect more deeply with yourself, but also with the world around you. You begin to see value in every event and experience, no matter how undesirable they may seem. This creates a huge transformation in the way we react to life, thereby creating a new day full of promise and positivity. As Seneca, another Stoic philosopher, said, "It's not because things are difficult that we dare not venture. It's because we dare not venture that they are difficult." Through this sentence, Seneca not only encourages us to accept everything, he also invites us to transform every experience, good or bad, into something valuable. When we practice amor fati, we not only improve our day, but also transform our lives. Every morning becomes an opportunity to practice and improve our thinking and attitude, bringing us closer to becoming the best version of ourselves. If you have learned a lesson from what we have mentioned here, please leave a comment. Practicing amor fati and turning every morning helps you discover the power of love and acceptance. Thing number 6. Set daily intentions, not goals. In the bright dawn of each new day, we all stand on the threshold of endless possibilities. That's when setting intentions for the day, instead of just distant goals, becomes the key to an energetic and meaningful day. The first question we need to ask ourselves is, has setting goals become so familiar that we forget the value of living each moment to the fullest? When setting goals, we sometimes get so focused on the result that we forget the journey to get there. That's where intention becomes important. Intention is not a distant goal, but a commitment to ourselves about how we want to live each day and how we choose to respond to what life brings. When we live with intention, we not only pursue our goals, but also create space for personal growth, to experience and learn from each event, no matter how small. We start each day not with a to-do list, but with a clear vision of who we want to be, of how we want to feel, and interact with the world around us. Stoic philosophy teaches us that not everything that happens in life is in our control, but how we react to them is. Setting and daily intentions help us focus on what we can control: our attitudes, actions, and reactions. This is a valuable lesson that Stoicism brings. Maintain your soul in the face of events and live true to yourself and your values. So, have you ever asked yourself every morning how you want to feel and act? How do you want others to remember you that day? These questions not only help you define your goals, but also make you deeply aware of yourself and your values. In this way, every day becomes an opportunity for you to build and develop yourself, not only personally, but also spiritually. If we look at each day as a new adventure, we can see that each moment has its meaning and value. Challenges and difficulties are not only obstacles, but also opportunities to learn and grow. We can learn as much from failures as from successes, and every experience is part of building a meaningful and rewarding life. So every morning as you open the door to a new day, remember that you are faced with the opportunity to live true to your intention, to create meaning and value in every action and decision you make. Live each moment to the fullest, and never forget that the power to change your life is in your hands. Number 7. Practice mindfulness and meditation. Practicing mindfulness and meditation is an important and indispensable step in the journey to building a life full of happiness and success, according to Stoic philosophy. In a complex and dynamic world, taking time daily to connect with ourselves through mindfulness and meditation is not only a means of reducing stress and anxiety, but also an opportunity to explore, destroy, and sublimate in one's own inner space. One of the invaluable benefits of practicing mindfulness and meditation is its ability to reduce stress and anxiety. In modern life, we often face pressure from many sides, from work to relationships and many other factors. These pressures can make us stressed, tired, and anxious, affecting both our physical and mental health. However, by focusing on our breathing and current sensations during meditation, we can release those tensions, creating a more peaceful and relaxed state of mind. Imagine you are facing a stressful situation at work. Instead of getting caught up in our emotions and immediate reactions, stopping and focusing on our breathing can help us stay calm and make more informed decisions. This not only helps us maintain calm, but also creates a more positive and productive working environment, helping us achieve success in all areas of life. In addition, the practice of mindfulness and meditation also gives us an inner space where we can explore and better understand ourselves. By focusing on our breathing and current sensations, we have the opportunity to connect more deeply with our thoughts, feelings, and core values. This helps us become more self-aware of ourselves and helps us develop and mature. According to philosopher Marcus Aurelius, the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. By practicing mindfulness and meditation, we can choose positive thoughts, thereby creating a life full of joy and happiness. So, take time every day to practice mindfulness and meditation. This not only helps us reduce stress and anxiety, but also gives us a peaceful mood and confidence, thereby helping us live a meaningful and successful life. In everyday life, starting each morning with positive habits can make a significant difference. It is important to see each day as a new opportunity, a new beginning, so we can make our lives better. The 7 habits we have shared are not only simple ways, but also powerful tools for us to promote personal development and prosperity in life. From reflecting on the transitory nature of life to practicing mindfulness and meditation, each habit is designed to help us live confidently, wisely, and happily. If what we have shared has aroused your interest and positive feelings, please share your comments below and invite everyone to join us. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss the latest and most interesting content about Stoic philosophy and personal development. Please continue to watch the next videos shown at the end of today's video. Thank you for joining us on this journey, and we'll see you again in the next videos.